Perashat Shelah opens with the Israelite scouts, the Meragelim, sent into the land of Israel. Unlike today's tourists, the Meragelim didn't come to try kosher McDonald's or float in the Dead Sea. And instead of coming back with souvenirs, they came back and demoralized the rest of the nation. Yes, the land is beautiful, but we'll never survive there. They convinced the people to want to go back to Egypt. How utterly different from today. This week, Iranian ballistic missiles rained down on Israeli civilian centers, killing dozens, wounding hundreds, and leaving thousands homeless. You'd think with all the death and destruction at home, sensible Israelis living or traveling abroad would have opted to observe from a safe distance. But instead, they're courageously doing whatever possible to return home. Earlier this week, when the government opened a wait list for flights back home for stranded Israelis, within an hour and a half, 60,000 Israelis had signed up to come back home. In the meantime, Israelis are doing what the startup nation does. They're finding creative ways to get home. This courage to return home in the face of danger, it doesn't come from physical might, nor certainty of any victory. No, the Israeli courage comes from the moral clarity of our cause, the right to live peacefully in our homeland. Over 2,000 years ago, in 138 BCE, the Seleucid Emperor Antiochus demanded that the Hashmonaim cede territory back to him. Here's the reply of Israel's leader at the time, Shimon. "We have not taken a foreign land. We do not hold the property of others. Rather," he says, "the land is our ancestral inheritance, taken from us lawlessly. When God gave us the strength, we returned it to ourselves." That belief that they were simply returning, not conquering, it runs like a thread through Jewish history. It gave strength to the rebels under Bar Kokhba in 132 CE to rise up against the mighty Roman Empire. And it gave courage to Holocaust survivors who landed on these shores with nothing but grief and still stood to defend the newborn state from 5 invading Arab armies. It gave Israel the resolve in 1967 to alone face 4 armies determined to erase us. And it gave our pilots the courage in 1981 to strike Saddam Hussein's nuclear reactor, and to do the same in Syria in 2007. And now once again, Israelis are tapping into their ancient courage. We sought peace, we pursued diplomacy, but for over 20 years, the Iranian regime has answered with war, attacking through proxies and racing toward a nuclear bomb to enact its own final solution. Did you know in Tehran, there's a doomsday clock counting down to Israel's destruction? And so Israel rises again, like a lion, not in conquest, but in defense, strengthened by the justice of our cause, and united by one unshakable truth. This is our home.